What's up, guys? Dave Moss Jr. from the Creators Playbook, and I haven't uploaded in a while. Really been just focusing on creating good content and putting it out there on my main channel, which is just my name, David Moss Jr., which is a health and wellness, mainly product reviews. Been doing a lot more vlogging lately, a lot more answering questions and kind of showing just some different ways of utilizing these tools in the health and wellness space. But I wanted to make an update for this channel. I started it because I wanted to share some, I don't know, just share more share more updates in what it's like to really be a full-time content creator. I'm not somebody who started doing YouTube when I was younger. I don't do entertainment videos. This is more about sharing information, and we all have information to share. And I think that's the hardest thing for people to grasp onto. Is I believe everybody should create content. You should document your life and your journey, because if you think about it, we've done it as long as the camcorder has existed. We've done it as long as papers existed. We've done it as long as our language has existed. I mean, think about the Bible, right? It's documentation of miracles and of prophecies and of stories and parables, and just wonderful things have been documented. Could you imagine if it wasn't documented and we didn't know all these things about who Jesus was and all the stories in the Bible? I think it's something to be said that we should be excited to document life. If not for us and ourselves, this isn't to boast and to talk about what we've accomplished and what we've done, but it's more to let our kids and our grandkids and our great grandkids and anyone willing into our lives, to peek behind the curtain of what our lives might have looked like, to share wisdom, to pass down information, and it doesn't always have to be perfect. It doesn't always have to be wonderful things and accomplishments. To share our failures and the things we've struggled with. And a lot of you probably don't know, but I was in automotive for 20 years, working with my dad alongside my family. I was the vice president of the company for the last 7 years of my career, and after 20 years, I decided to abruptly leave. I wanted to try something new, and I wanted to risk it all, and I wanted to become a full-time content creator. And at the time, it severed the relationship with my dad, burned the bridges. Basically, our relationship fell apart, and it was my fault because of the way I left. I didn't leave the job the way I should have, and I was in a different place. So at the time, I was hurt for some reasons that I don't need to share, but I was hurt because some things were changed in my perception. And I decided, if I'm gonna, I'm 36 years old. At the time I turned 35, I actually left on my 35th birthday, and I said, you know what? I've been making some content about health and wellness products that I enjoy. It seems that people like it. What if I allocated the time I'm spending at my job, my career, and allocated that to creating more content? And today I published my 700th video. I started my YouTube channel in 2020, so that's a lot of content. And I've actually unpublished quite a few videos, because early on I was videoing myself doing walkarounds of cars and sharing updates about the car business and the dealership. And I've unlisted some of those videos because that's not what my channel's about. I am super passionate about health and wellness products, and I love training and coaching and helping people. And that's really what this channel's about. The Creators Playbook is really about helping other potential content creators realize that this is an incredible career. And what you're doing as a content creator is, if you start filming content and documenting your life, you find that the only people who subscribe to your channels are people who are like-minded, and you find your people really fast, because most people won't watch your videos. Most people won't subscribe to your YouTube channel if they don't like you. The information you're sharing they might like, but if they don't like you, they won't subscribe to your channel. So you find your people really fast. And I think that's something that a lot of people lack is we don't have the community. We don't have our tribe. We don't have our people who agree and disagree and are like-minded and similar and have similarities and have similar likes and dislikes. And though it is important to surround yourself with a mixed group of people, you want people who agree with you, people who disagree with you. It's okay to have some challenges and have people question your beliefs and question you. But it's really cool when you find a group of people who like you. And I appreciate every person who has ever subscribed to my channel, because it's almost like you like me. There's something about the video that you like. You like the information I'm sharing. You like how I'm sharing the information. And that gives you a sense of fulfillment. So there's a few reasons to document and create content. One, it's to share some wisdom, pass down some information to anyone willing to watch, including your kids, grandkids, and potentially great grandkids, assuming YouTube stays active for generations, which I believe it will. The second reason is you find, I don't want to call you an audience, but you find an audience or a community of people who are like-minded, who enjoy similar information. And I think it's cool to collaborate and to chalk that up and talk about that stuff. I mean, a lot of the subscriptions on YouTube have translated to friends and follows on Instagram, and have even turned into friendships in real life. And I think that's the craziest thing, is I have a much larger group of friends now than I've ever had. And they're my friends not because we work together. They're my friends because we are similar in our likes and in our hobbies, which is health and wellness. And we actually ended up meeting in real life and have became really good friends. And we're good friends for the right reasons, which is so cool. So that's the second reason, is to share information and to create a new community. The third reason, and this shouldn't be the first reason anyone starts creating. I didn't start creating YouTube videos to make money. Matter of fact, I had a phenomenally paying job and in the car business. It's a great paying job. It's amazing. Everything about it, I learned a ton. And for anyone who's interested, me and my father have rekindled our relationship. We spend every holiday and birthday together. We spend additional time together too, but mainly holidays and birthdays. And we have great conversations, and our relationship is becoming intact again. And, it does take time. Healing takes time, and the relationships don't just happen to come back overnight. Definitely took some time, and I'm grateful for it. Grateful for the time, because it gave me the opportunity to figure out who I was and who I wanted to be. Gave me the opportunity to have my back against the wall and have to provide solely for my family and put food on the table. And God is good. God is good. He's provided. And that leads me to the third point, is I did not expect to make a career or a living creating content, but enough people liked the way I presented information and products and shared information in my lifestyle, and enough brands saw value in that as well. And now I can say that I'm a full-time content creator. 2024 was my first year as a full-time content creator. And even though I was the vice president of a large automotive group, 400 employees, working with 4 brands, 4 rooftops, tons of stress, all of it, 2024 was the biggest year of my life financially. And I'm sharing that on this channel. I shared a little update on my main channel, but I'm sharing it here because I feel like if you're watching this video, you're more interested in being a content creator. And I think you need the inspiration and the permission to know that it's okay to document things. And just so you know, your family and your close friends right now will more than likely not support you. I have very few of my friends and relatives that actually support me, watch my videos, engage on my videos, purchase the products that I highly recommend and use. Very few. The ones that do, thank you and I love you. And this, I don't want to call you out because you're amazing and you know it. If you have engaged, watched my videos and purchased products that I recommend and you are enjoying them, you know exactly who you are, and thank you. But a majority of my friends from that life just wrote me off the second that I quit and I was no longer their boss. And you also know who you are because you don't know who you are because you're not going to watch this video. But to those of you who are watching this video and your stomach is in knots because you just published your first video, or you're about to, or you're thinking about it, I want to give you permission as a friend who hasn't met you yet that it's okay. You're not going to have a lot of support in your first few videos. Your first 50 videos will more than likely see 0 success. You'll more than likely get minimal subscriptions, minimal views, and it'll feel like a swift kick right in between the legs. Guess what? It's exactly what happened to me. And I wouldn't encourage anyone to leave their job in hopes to becoming the next Mr. Beast or a successful content creator having the best year of their life financially. I would encourage you that if you are passionate about something and you want to start documenting for the first two reasons, the first being you want the information you're sharing to be passed down to your kids, grandkids, and great grandkids, and you want to be proud of it. The second point is that you want to find like-minded community out there around the world, because this does connect you to the entire world. If those are reasons that you are excited to make content, that's enough reasons to start. That's enough reasons to keep going. And then I also want to share a little tip that somebody shared on a video, and it stuck with me. It's, if you were at your job right now and you had a really cool story about something that changed your life, or something that was really cool, something that you would be willing to share on YouTube. If you had a group of 3 people around you intently listening to your story, would you feel like that was success? I would say the answer is yes. Because anytime I'm in a group of 2 to 3 people, if I'm telling a story that's longer than 3 to 4 minutes and they still give me their attention, that's a success. That's exciting. So even if you post a video and it only gets 1, 2, 3 views, that's 1, 2, 3 people who are intently and intentionally watching your video and listening to what it is that you're talking about. Consider it a success. Don't look at the thousands, hundreds of thousands, or millions of views like that's the only mark of success. If the information you're sharing is good, you're proud of it, you would be proud that your great grandkids were able to watch that, see you, and hear the information you're sharing. And don't think too hard about that. They're just going to be excited to see who you were through the words that you speak, through your body language, through your tone and reflection, and just who you are. Don't overthink that. But if it's something you're proud of and you share it and you get 1, 2, 3 views, that's a success. My friends, here's to a successful 2025, creating content and documenting what your life looks like. Documenting the information that you're willing to share with the world. Your stories, your wins, your losses, your successes, and your failures. But document it, because there's somebody out there who needs the information that you have and you're willing to share. Cheers, my friends. God bless.